Hello, this is Matthew with TraderBot Marketplace. I'm here to continue our MT4 series. In this video, I'll be discussing how to place orders, manage them, and how to keep an eye on them. To place orders, it's generally good to have your terminal window open, which is this icon here, terminal window. And you want to click trade here. To place an order, there's really there's two ways you can do it. You can either do it using the one-click option here. Some brokers offer that, some don't. To enter a sell order, you would click here. To click on a buy order or long order, you would click here. You always enter on the bid on a sell or short order, and you always enter on the ask on a buy or a long order. The difference between the two makes up what we call the spread, which is essentially what the price you pay for entering the trade. You can enter your lot size here. The smallest increment that it goes typically is a micro lot, which is a hundredth of a full lot. 0.01 typically is referred to as a micro lot. 0.1 lot is typically referred to as a mini lot. Of course, you can go a full lot, but for this example, I will use a micro. If your broker doesn't offer this feature here, you can go to New Order. Most of the time, you'll enter the trade on the chart that you initiate it from. In this case, the pound dollar. Or if you want, you can actually adjust a different symbol here. The volume is your lot size, which is the amount you're willing to trade, assuming you have enough margin. You can either type it in here, like this. Some symbols for some brokers actually have a minimum contract size. For example, on a particular broker to trade the German DAX, it requires a full contract, so you would have to choose a full contract. You can't do fractions, but in most cases you would use at least a micro lot. To enter in the market immediately, you would go to use instant execution, which is the default. You can specify a stop loss. A stop loss always needs to be, when the case of a buy or a long, stop loss always needs to be below whatever the current price is. In this case, for a long, it would need to be below the bid. In the case of a sell or short, the stop loss would need to be above the ask. In this example, I'll just do a stop loss of 126. I'm going to do a long. For take profit, for buy or long, take profit always needs to be above the ask or bid, or above the bid. It really needs to be above both of these. For a sell or short, the take profit needs to be below both of these. I'm just going to do 130 here. Some brokers actually have a minimum difference between the entry price and the stop loss and take profit. Some brokers I know offer a minimum difference of 10 to 15 pips. And a order will always show up as a green line. Your stop loss will be a red line, as will your take profit. You can change your stop loss or take profit at any time. There's a number of ways you can do this. You can either right click the order and click modify. You can make the changes here. If you do any legal placements, it won't allow you to change it. You can also go down here and right click on chart window, which shows all open orders. You go to modify or delete order. Do the same thing. Or you can click the Alt button on your computer and click and drag, and it'll allow you to do that as long as you don't move it to any legal spot. You can do the same here with your take profit. You can always exit your trade as well. You can do that by right clicking and going to close, or you can come down to your terminal window and simply exit out. Your broker may have a pop-up come up the very first time you do it and ask, are you willing to accept the conditions of a one-click trade? You would, of course, check the box and click OK. You can also place pending orders. You would go to New Order. For type, you would go to Pending Order. There's 4 different types of pending orders in MT4. You can do a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, or sell stop. A buy limit is you place a buy limit below current market price, so that when price reaches it, it enters a buy market. This allows you to get the best entry on, say, a pullback. The sell limit is the flip side of that. You would place a sell limit above current market price. Assuming price gets there, price would place a sell market order at that time, and you would be going short at that price. Buy stop is the reverse of the limit concept. Buy stop you would place above current market price, so when price gets there, it enters a buy market order. Sell stop, you place that below current price, and you would enter a sell market order when price gets there. I'm going to do a buy stop for this example. Let's say price gets to 130. You can also set an expiry, so if price never gets there, or if price doesn't get there after, say, a day, you can basically have the order cancel, at the time in question, so that the order is not just sitting there idle, possibly getting you in at the wrong time. You can also set a stop loss and a take profit. And again, the stop loss has to be below the price that you set for a buy, or above for a low, and vice versa with a take profit. You can specify your lot size here as well. And like the market order, the lines are going to be the same color. The order itself is going to be green, while the stop loss and take profit are red. And again, you can always modify that in the same manner. Although with pending orders, instead of closing the order per se, you delete the order because it's actually not in the market. Again, you can also add these take profit and stop loss in the same way using the Alt button. And I'm going to delete this market order. You can also look at the pit movement or pit distance on your chart. Go to the crosshair. For example, this candle here, if you click and drag, if you look at the second figure here, 562, that's actually 56.2 pips. A pip typically is going to be, well, for a 5-digit broker, a pip is going to be the 4th decimal place. And or for a 4-digit broker, it'll be, of course, the last digit. So between these two here, it's about a 12 pip difference, 97.09. Now in yen pairs, they're either 2 or 3-digit brokers. And a pip here would be the 2nd digit, or if it's a 2-digit broker, it would be the last one. So for example, there's about a 6 pip difference between these intervals, or 6.5. And it would be measured in the same way here. The swing here is about 64.5 pips. You can also look at the number of bars back by clicking and dragging. And the first figure next to the cross there, A2, that's 82 bars back at 15-minute intervals each. So to go back a day's worth, it's going to be about roughly 96 bars for candles. And the third figure there is the price at which your cursor is moved. For example, 122.707. So when you're in a trade or when you're watching a swing, you can get an idea of how big a move is or how far it needs to move. And that can help you in setting your stop losses and take profits. But that pretty much sums up order placement. I thank you for watching and happy trading.